Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Now, obviously, we've reported on this channel that we've heard that there's a little bit of a house cleaning that's gone on over there at Disney. Marvel, with Kevin Feige not wanting to end up as the guy known as completely and totally destroying the most successful franchise in Hollywood's history. Well, it looks like, as per that exact same rumor, which comes from our very trusted source out there, Chris Gore, over there at Film Threat, that we were going to get some more hot garbage dumpster fires in the process after all of that stuff was left over, because, by God, boys and girls, they want to put it out there so they can decide to write it off as best they can as a complete and total and utter loss. And the next one that's coming out is absolutely, we thought Agatha all along was going to be the gayest Marvel ever. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good old Ironheart said, hold my strap on and watch this, because ladies and gentlemen, our new younger teenage hero, I guess she's technically a college student, so I guess she kind of actually makes sense, because, oh yeah, it's in that little college experimental phase out there. But ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, the latest rumor we've got is Marvel Studios' Ironheart series to have same tones as Miss Marvel, which means it's made for a younger audience, boys and girls. It's not made for you and me, the Marvel fans out there. It's made for a younger audience. They're trying to target kids with it. Will confirm Riri Williams as bisexual. Oh, color us shocked there. Yeah, the last leftovers of all of the gay we had over there at Marvel, boys and girls, is finally going to re itself right out to on all of our streaming services out there in 2025, and it's hilarious. And honestly, just as a little side note here right now, who created this character and thought that Riri was a great name? Like, literally, yeah, literally started this out there with a bad foot going forward, because Riri Williams is going to fail miserably, just like Agatha all along has. And guess what? The best part is the numbers might actually be even worse. And it would not be it would absolutely be a beautiful thing to see that if we got to mark this off as one of the last woke programs we got out of Disney Marvel, and it to end up being the lowest ratings of that entire dark age of entertainment media that we've had over essentially the last decade at this point. Wouldn't that be funny? So we're going to check out this article from boundingintocomics.com, getting all of the juicy details, and show you why this rumor is most likely very, very true. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do this without every single one of you. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel, check out all the links in the description down below, and leave us in a comment. Let us know what you think about all this. Does it surprise you at all that this is one of our last little leftover series that we're going to get gay, or do you think this is the exact same kind of stuff we're going to get going forward with Kevin Feige, no matter what kind of rumor mill kind of stuff that we've heard before? Let us know what you think about all that in the comment section down below. Plus, it helps the algorithm. So, from our dear sweet Spencer McCooley over there at Bounding Into Comics. While Marvel Studios remains tight-lipped on their upcoming Ironheart show, a new whisper has purportedly revealed a handful of details pertaining to the upcoming Disney Plus series. And yes, why wouldn't they? Because we've seen how well the gay agenda worked out for the Acolyte, and we see how well it's working out for Agatha all along, who literally has worse ratings than the Acolyte. Didn't think that was going to be possible. These alleged insights were brought to light by Twitter user Marvel Updates, a scooper who has a track record to have seen them correctly break the news of Lady Deathstrike's appearance in Deadpool and Wolverine, Vanessa Kirby's casting as Sue Storm in Fantastic Four: First Steps, and Marvel Studios delaying both the Thunderbolts and the aforementioned reboot of their first family to the current dates, which is why we listen to scoopers like this. It's why we talk about this kind of stuff. It's why we bring you videos on things like this, because more than likely these guys' track record is very good, which means they will probably be right in the future. You want to know what the future holds for you, boys and girls? Study your history. Study people's track records. The same thing with WW Pro. I think the guy's got like a 96% accuracy rating or something like that. This is why we bring this stuff to you. And also so that way you can be ahead of the curve and know exactly what's coming down the pipeline, and you won't have to be worried about being potentially tricked into a bunch of nonsense marketing out there that just is all lies, like we've seen time and time again. So Riri Williams shows off her latest suit on Jen Bartel's variant cover to Ironheart. Oh, yep, taking to their account on September 25th. Marvel updates claim that the upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever spinoff will have the same tones of those as Miss Marvel. In the series will reveal that Riri Williams is bisexual because of course she is. God forbid you have any straight characters in any of these seasons that don't have a bunch of gay undertones to it. No, she's got to come out there and be straight up bisexual. Oh, yay. Received a positive rating to its first test screenings. Well, of course it would. You're certainly not going to say anything about the Disney Marvel's new series starring its first black main character. Now are you? Especially when it's a young girl who was part of the LGBT community. Because we know at the end of the day, the first test screenings go to inside of Disney, right? It's for close friends and family that, guess what, probably think alike, just like all of the rest of the acolytes of the cult that work at the Walt Disney Company, so of course it's gonna go well. And would have its first episode run for around 50 minutes. Oh joy, can't we all just wait to slog through that to be able to review it for you guys and know what we're talking about? Holy God in heaven. And honestly, hopefully it'll probably end up being like 20 minutes of credits, and I'm sure this probably cost them like $300 million as well to produce, so it's gonna be fun to report on it if nothing else. Interesting, leading credence to his Marvel's updated information is the fact that they are not the first individual to make mention of the series' supposed bisexual Riri reveal, as that honor belongs to Daniel RPK's Richmond, who scooped this exact same information all the way back to February 2021. And the reason why we don't report on a lot of Daniel RPK's scoops and stuff like that out there is because I honestly believe he's just nothing more than a talking head for the Walt Disney Corporation, that they leak quote unquote information to him just to see how the waters test out with this stuff going out there in the mainstream media, because the guy isn't always that accurate. Like, I think he's got like a 50 to maybe 60% accuracy rating out there, because I do think they just use him as nothing more than a talking head to put stuff out there in the mainstream media to see how everybody's going to react to it. I honestly think that is the case, and truth be told, there's probably several scoopers out there that are like that as well. He's just got a really shitty track record. Further, should she be revealed as bisexual, it would represent a significant deviation between her MCU and original comic book incarnations, because God knows they don't care about the source material, even when it comes to a character like this that didn't sell in the comics and nobody asked for, is literally just the black reskin of Tony Stark's Iron Man. So yeah, wonder why that didn't sell. As the source material has never once depicted Riri as having any non-heterosexual romantic feelings. And while Champions Volume 3 writer Jim Zub, oh yes, has teased that he originally intended for his run on the team up to fully develop a romantic relationship between Ironheart and her Synthezoid teammate Vivian. Of course he did. These plans were only nixed by others in the Marvel office. Apparently somebody at the time still had a half-decent brain in their head. But he says sometimes you have romantic plans for a story and they get vetoed partway through. Wrote Zub to his personal Tumblr page. How many times have we talked about a lot of the stuff that we see in the modern era, whether it be Marvel, whether it be Disney, whether it be Rings of Power, is nothing more than Tumblr fan fiction. So of course this guy's got a Tumblr page. If you read a comic by me and wondered why a clear romantic thread just seemed to end for no apparent reason, yeah, maybe that wasn't my choice. Thus rendering any such intention fully non-canon. Yep, it was never published, but what do you want to bet they talked to Zub before they created the Ironheart series with Riri Williams? What do you want to bet, boys and girls? At current, no official word has been given regarding Riri's storyline or really anything else in the upcoming series. We literally don't even have a release date or anything like that outside of supposedly sometime in 2025. However, given both the Disney's current focus on representation over storytelling and Ironheart's confirmed casting, consisting of 2 notable LGBT entertainment personalities in Drag King, aka a dude, Shia Cole, best known for making it Don't Care, transgender Talk to Me star Zoe Durakis, oh yay. Odds are good that the above scoop is more true than false. Absolutely 100%. And they make a really good point on this as well. Ultimately, the exact nature of armored heroine sexuality, aka a Tony Stark ripoff, will be confirmed when Ironheart hits Disney Plus, or more realistically, its cast hits the press tour, where the series hits the House of Mouse signature streaming service sometime in 2025. And oh yes, I can't wait, because what is it? Hollywood Reporter, or is it Variety, the guy that houses the clearly openly homosexual guy out there that always asks, is this the gayest Marvel ever? And the gayest Star Wars ever? I'm sure we'll be asking the exact same thing about everyone involved in Ironheart, aka the gender-swapped, race-swapped version of Tony Stark that Marvel Comics thought it was going to be a great replacement for the actual guy that everybody knows and loves. And of course, they thought they were going to get away with the exact same thing in the series is out there as well. But just as the comic books have found out, and just now as Disney Marvel has found out as well, this stuff doesn't sell. The audience has always been smarter than you, and go woke, go broke exists for a reason. Kevin Feige has found this out. Disney has found this out. Marvel Comics has found this out. And a lot of the other industries out there have found out the exact same thing. When you dance with the devil and worship at his altar, you are more than likely going to get burned. And that's exactly what Disney has gotten. So go ahead, release this LGBTQ representation for the gayest Marvel ever, because it's going to be hilarious to document the disastrous dumpster fire of all things Disney Marvel and how abysmally bad our dear sweet Ironheart series will be. I wonder if it'll be worse than Agatha all along. I can't wait to find out, boys and girls.